What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. So, right now, I want to talk about a very interesting topic to y'all. Something that a lot of people don't know about. So, we about to discuss Antarctica and why we can't go there and what's actually there, right? So, people don't know this right now, but it should be common sense. The coldest places on the planet, right? North and the South Pole are melting. Antarctica and the North Pole are melting, right? And this is due to the fact that inner Earth, the inner sun, is actually getting hotter. And y'all know that this is one of the symptoms of the polar shift. The polar shift, where Earth splits into 5D, Earth is going to flip. And this is why there is water in certain places on the Earth, because when the fucking place flipped, the water where it originally was moved to a different place, right? So Earth, the inner Earth, the Earth's sun on the inner Earth, let me slow down. The Earth's chakra, the sun on the inside of the planet, the core is getting hotter and hotter. And the ice caps, the glaciers in the North and the South Pole are melting. You know why? Because none of that shit is supposed to be there. Earth's original weather is warm and hot. There's a sun here, right? There is not supposed to be cold on this planet, right? So take this in. It's just like your body. When you wake up in the morning or you go in the cold. I used to pay attention to this when I used to go to work at 6 a.m., right? And I'd be out in the cold all the time because we always worked outside. And I will pay attention to my body because that's something I've been trying to practice. Pay attention to my body. So I have very high awareness, right? And I will pay attention to how long it take and when my body would warm up while I'm outside in the cold, right? And you know how in gym class, when you outside with your classmates and your teacher tell you it don't matter if it's cold outside, start exercising, jog, run, do jumping jacks or something. Right? They tell you to move your body so you can warm up. It's just like with a car. You have to warm the car up while it's cold outside. Same thing, right? It's warming up. It warms up on the inside. The chakra of the earth it vibrate at the same frequency as our heart. Our heart, when we cold, all of our blood goes to our heart. Our heart gets warm because it's cold, right? The core of our body gets warm. It gets hotter. And then when we get back warm, the blood goes back throughout our whole body. So the reason is like getting colder and colder around different areas of the earth, or the reason there is cold weather is because chemtrails. I'm not saying that's the full reason for cold weather, but that contributes to the cold weather we feel around the planet, because we shouldn't be feeling cold weather, period. It might amaze the fuck out of you. That sun up there, and the sun inside the earth should be enough to melt them polar caps, but they're melting. Now, let me say something. HARP, weather control, the chemtrails are said to supposed to be cooling down the earth, which when really the chemtrails actually is hiding what's going on in the fucking sky, outside of this firmament, in the skies, near the sun, on the moon, and the stars. That's what the chemtrails are. They're hiding what's going on in the fucking celestial seas. Now, y'all got to remember something. Oh, and also the ice caps are melting also due to the second sun in the solar system, Ra. Right? So, the world, they say in the Bible or whatever, the world ended in fire already, so it got to end in water. When the earth shifts, which will cause a great fucking flood, because all the water is going to go across the whole fucking planet. No telling when this will happen, but apparently the world is supposed to end in water next, right? But anyway, Antarctica is actually where Atlantis is. Atlantis is under fucking Antarctica. And Agartha is under Antarctica. Antarctica is in the center of this fucking planet, on this flat fucking firmament. Now, of course, the fucking plane we are on is not perfectly flat. You're not going to see a perfectly flat atmosphere on this planet. It's not going to be perfectly flat. That is why there is some curvature on this plane. It's not perfectly flat. You can see this in the streets. The streets aren't even perfectly flat. So anyway, yeah. I'm not saying Earth is flat. I'm saying the plane is flat. The Earth is not a flat disc. The bottom of the Earth is like a half cut spheroid. We have the firmament above our flat plane, our somewhat flat plane. It's supposed to be filled with water, but instead Earth is half full, half empty. Remember, this planet used to be filled with water. Now, at the bottom of the Earth is the other half of the spheroid, which is where inner Earth is, Agartha, the underworld. The entrance to Agartha is also in fucking Antarctica. Why you think we can't go to Antarctica? You know Hitler had a secret base out there in Antarctica for excavating, for expedition. What was he expediting? What was he going underground for? He saw extraterrestrials. It's all type of life underground, and y'all don't even know that. And there's different layers to fucking inner Earth. Now, this information is gonna be a lot for y'all to take in, a lot for y'all to try to understand and understand. If it don't make sense for y'all, if y'all trying to figure this out, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to do research or meditate on this information. You have to ask yourself questions and how this actually makes sense, because science not going to tell you. Science does not prove everything. You have to sometimes go within yourself to get the answers, because if you looking at mainstream science for all the answers, you're going to get bullshit. They're going to try to put logical bullshit, big words in it to make you think it sounds is right, but it's not. Now, the poles are melting. When Earth shifts, the water is going to flow across this whole planet, right? Hot weather, cold weather is not supposed to be on this planet. Antarctica is in the middle of this planet for a reason. That is where the entrance to inner Earth is. That is where Agartha's entrance is. That is where Atlantis is. That is where our original home is. We are amphibious humanoids. We used to be living in water. We come from Atlantis. Atlantis is in Antarctica under the fucking ice. The oldest pyramids in the fucking world is in Antarctica. Right? The oldest pyramids on this planet are in Antarctica. Atlantis is under Antarctica. I know I'm saying the same thing. But yeah, inner Earth, the second sun is melting the ice caps. Earth is going back to its original state. It's about to shift. It's about to give birth to a new planet. This is where Atlantis, that is where the home of our people is from. The Moors. Mermaids, mer people, Moors, Mers, Mars, Morocco, Moroccans, Moorish. But that's pretty much it. This video basically, it's over quicker than I thought it was going to be, but I just want y'all to know something. For people who don't believe certain information, people who are skeptics, learn how to meditate on certain information. Only your higher self will be able to tell you. Because it's some things that you gonna hear in this planet. There's some things you're gonna hear in this life, in this world. And it's not gonna make sense to you. Somebody gonna tell you it's the truth. This is why you don't just take information and believe it. So when somebody telling you something and you're not sure if it's right, take that information and later on go meditate on it and see if you can make it make sense. You get where I'm coming from? You meditate, you get in a relaxed mind, you get downloads of information. You not meditating and you trying to understand information is going to be a bit harder because your mind is clouded. You got your mind running faster. It's midday, or it's probably in the morning, it's probably evening. But yeah, your mind is moving faster and less relaxed throughout the day till it becomes nighttime, which is when your mind and body produces melatonin to relax you. But yeah, Antarctica, that's where our home is. People don't know or think that Atlantis is real. Atlantis is under Antarctica. But that's pretty much it. Don't believe the bullshit about the world being a globe just because other planets are globes. This world was split in half. The water is up there. This world cannot be whole without the water that was already on this planet. So how is it going to be a spheroid? We're not amphibious anymore. This planet is of duality. This is a dual planet. But that's pretty much it. Not even worth taking off. I love you all. Like, subscribe, peace.